Вечірний Київ. Наш офіс.
Right now at 5, I'm staying here without hiding, whatever it takes to win this war. Inspiring words from Ukraine's president, staying put tonight as Putin ramps up his Russian invasion, shelling cities, targeting towns, and forcing refugees to flee.
And I did not want to stop and get gas because it was that much. I don't even want to drive.
I don't want to drive. I just put $60 in. I've been in the house for a whole week.
The fighting sending oil prices skyrocketing and fueling frustrations for those filling up. The money crunch for mega commuters as the pain at the pump hits new highs.
And we're pretty suspicious of new and expanded oil projects.
One SoCal city weighing whether to return to tapping into the oil along our California coastline. This week's big drilling decision. The news at 5 starts right now. Happy Monday. This is the KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Pedro Vera. Thank you for joining us. Breaking developments in Ukraine as a defiant President Zelensky says he's staying in Kyiv and not afraid of anyone. His declaration coming as Russian shellings of cities and towns intensifies and casualties mount.
Well, tonight, the U.S. is considering a ban on Russian oil as gas prices soar to record highs here and around the world. So nearly 2 weeks into this Russian invasion of Ukraine, all of us are feeling the impacts here at home of a war against a country on the other side of the world.
We have live team coverage, the fighting, the fleeing, and the impact. Christina Pascucci is going to show us now the developments live in our news center. Christina.
Good evening to you both. A U.S. official says Russia has fired more than 600 missiles within Ukraine. Congress, as you just mentioned, considering a ban on Russian oil in the U.S. Civilians, meanwhile, in Ukraine continue to die. A warning, some of the images you're about to see are disturbing.
The New York Times journalist who shot this now viral, horrific photo says she witnessed the Russian military bracket their mortars in the path of fleeing families, killing children. On this 12th day of war, more are dying. This preschool in Kharkiv is burning. At least 1.5 million Ukrainians fleeing. This 37-year-old mother says, I can't understand why our children are dying.
Захищаємо своїх дітей. Чужих дітей не буває. Тому, правда однозначно буде на нашому боці.
In the south, where the Russians surrounded Mariupol, trapped Ukrainian citizens with no power or water as temps hit freezing. While the Kremlin proposed a potential ceasefire here for a third time Monday, previous ceasefires were violated.
Stop these attacks immediately. Let the food and medicine in. Let the people out.
Ukrainian President Zelensky releasing a new video. He is staying till the end. And again, he asked for EU membership in a no-fly zone or at least planes to fight. The White House responding Poland might be sending Soviet airplanes. The U.S. could provide F-16s to Poland to make up for their loss in fleet. But it's a delicate balance.
There are a number of challenging practical questions, including how the planes would actually be transferred from Poland to Ukraine, right? So are they going to fly? Where will they depart from? Where will they land?
Among the terror, humanity. Polish mothers left strollers for arriving Ukrainian refugees. This father stayed strong as he said goodbye indefinitely to his child. On Sunday, 4,600 Russians were arrested for protesting the war.
More Ukrainians are coming up and will arrive.
And the mayor of Kyiv posted these images from a maternity ward.
Life goes on.
So, Christina, there was a third round of talks today. What happened?
Well, Cher, a Ukrainian delegation says there was some progress on the issue of humanitarian corridors. Previously, Russia had allowed refugees out of Ukraine through a path that led into Russia, which obviously is the last place these refugees want to go. Russia has agreed to a ceasefire in 5 Ukrainian cities starting at 11 p.m. tonight, our time, to open up some of these humanitarian corridors. We will see if that holds. We are hearing there's going to be another round of talks on Thursday. Now, coming up at 6, the hacker group Anonymous is continuing their war against Russia, and a father does his best to make life resemble some sort of normalcy for his children in their war-torn country. Pedro and Cher.
Christina, thank you. The Energy Information Administration says the U.S. gets about 8% of its oil from Russia. Now efforts are intensifying to turn off the spigot.
The Biden administration and NATO allies are considering a ban on imports of Russian oil.